Hello, 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 everybody. I am tardy to the party, but hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for your patience. It is 12:38 here in Phoenix. I have never started a live this late, but I try to pride myself on being timely. My mom and grandmother raised us to be timely, so my apologies for my tardiness, but thank you so much for being here, y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Fitness Friday. Let me know if y'all can hear me well in the chat. Been having some tech issues trying to get everything together. So we're going to have a good time today. It's Fitness Friday. Thank y'all so much for being here. We already got some folks in the chat. Mona D is here. She says, take my time. Thank you so much. Look, Mona's a content creator. She understands. It's like you have everything ready. You all good. I set out everything, y'all. If you follow me on Instagram and you see my stories, I always post like little videos of me getting ready. So like I do a whole little thing to get ready for these. And like literally 5 minutes before I was getting ready to start, I realized that like things was not together and it went crazy. So thank y'all for being here. Miss Peach Love is here. Who else is here? Smoke and Talk is in the building. Thank you so much for joining. Y'all make sure y'all check out Smoke and Talk. Mona and Smoke and Talk, make sure y'all drop your links in the chat. So today is Fitness Friday. So that means we're going to be discussing something fitness related. Today I decided because, YouTube is an interesting place. It's an interesting place, and one of the most favorite topics of everyone to discuss on this here YouTube is relationships, dating, and all that other kind of stuff. I don't want to be that channel that's always giving you that type of content, so I try to give y'all a variety, but I feel like this is a perfect time to have the conversation of what it's like dating while you're on a fitness journey. Like, fitness and relationships, for some people, they think it mixes. For a lot of people, they're like, it can get a little crazy. So we're going to talk about that. And also, speaking of relationships, one of the my most favorite memes is talking about cooking a man or making a man a sandwich at 3 o'clock in the morning. We're going to make a Chipotle chicken club sandwich, y'all. I'm going all out for this sandwich. It's going to be a little extra. I mean, if we're going to make our boo a sandwich at 3 a.m., it needs to be a sandwich worth eating at 3 a.m., right? Just kidding. It's all jokes. Let me fix my air conditioning because it is hot already. And we're going to get started. Mona D says, hey, it's the weekend. Yes, girl. Oh my God. The thermostat is on 78 degrees. No wonder I'm about to start sweating. Let me turn this down all the way down. Oh, we got somebody else here in the chat. Grown Folk Talk. Thank you so much for being here. Grown Folks Talk sent me a Cash App. Hold up. She sent me a Cash App on hold up. She sent me a Cash App, and I don't know if I ever gave her thanks, but I did post it on Instagram, or not Instagram, YouTube. So thank you so much, Grown Folk Talk. She had sent me a Cash App like the last week, I believe, and it was after the live. So thanks so much. I'm waiting on you. Hopefully I can catch one of your videos or your lives real soon so that I can show you some love. So I really appreciate it. So I wanted to give you your flowers. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for showing your support. We got somebody else in the building, Karen McKinney. She says, I'm here today. Thank you, girl. Thanks so much for joining. I think you'll like, Karen's a cook too, so I think she'll like what I'm making. Let y'all know I'm doing something like they do on Grown Folks Talk. Or not Grown Folk Talk, Smoking Talk. Pass the cup, having a little cocktail this evening. So, first things first, we're making this Chipotle chicken club. Y'all, I'm roasting my own chicken breast, right? Y'all know I rarely use chicken breast here. I don't think I've ever, have I made chicken breast? I don't know. I usually use thighs when I want to do like boneless chicken. But because we're making a sandwich, I'm like, oh, I want some chicken. I don't really like deli meat that much, so I don't eat a lot of sandwiches. And when I do eat sandwiches, I like things that are a little bit more savory and like it's going to be kind of a party in my mouth. Keep it PG here, right? So I'm like, all right, I need like some meat with some depth. So I'm like, let me go ahead. I'll do chicken. And I can, at first, I was just going to buy a rotisserie chicken, you know, the little $5 chickens. If you want to do that for this recipe, feel free to do so. However, I will say it is nice to be able to roast your own chicken, make it your own, create the flavors you're looking for. So what I have here is a big boneless, or I'm sorry, it's not boneless. I have a huge chicken breast. It's the half of the whole chicken. It still has the skin on it, still has the bone on it. I'm going to show y'all what I seasoned it with. So, yeah, my sister says I've always used thighs. I know, I really don't like chicken breasts like that, y'all. But for when I did meal prep, most people wanted chicken breast. And that's actually the chicken that I use. If I was using chicken breast, I would, or if I was serving chicken, it would be boneless, skinless chicken breast, or it would be ground chicken. I'm looking at the comments already. Y'all so funny. So here we are. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all what I use to season this chicken. It's been sitting here marinating for a while. So one of my favorite store-bought marinades that I buy is Simple Truth. It's from Kroger. Simple Truth Organic. It's called cilantro lime marinade. It's only 20 calories for 1 tablespoon, so it's very low in calories. It's pretty low in sodium. It's only 140 milligrams worth of sodium, no sugar, very little fat. So like it's good on the macros. And so I really like using this. Again, I got it from Kroger, cilantro lime marinade. So I use some of that. I use a little bit of my green seasoning. I also use this Southwest Chipotle Mrs. Dash. So this is salt-free. So I went ahead and used this very liberally. And then to add additional salt, because this doesn't have any salt, or this doesn't have much salt, and these two are salt-free, I also used a little, did I use Tony's? I used Tony's. So you can use anything you would like to use to season it. I just wanted to let y'all know how I seasoned it. Again, we're going for that Chipotle chicken or that Chipotle flavor. So that's why I went ahead and used the Mrs. Dash Southwest Chipotle. I have it in a glass dish. I'm going to put it in the oven. My oven has been preheating for 400 degrees. So I have it in there for 400 degrees. I'm going to put this in the oven for about 25 to about 30 minutes. I'm going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes, uncovered. Let's go ahead and put this timer on. All right. So chicken is roasting. Also, if you are one of those people, you like chicken breast, but you find that you dry it out really easily, never fear. There's always a solution. First of all, what I suggest, especially if you're doing boneless, skinless chicken breast, because this is Fitness Friday, I'm going to give y'all some extra little tips, okay? So if you're doing boneless, skinless chicken breast, I always used to cook my boneless, skinless chicken breast for meal prep covered. So if that was boneless and skinless, I would put foil over it to make sure we trap in the moisture so it doesn't dry out too quickly. Also, especially with boneless, skinless chicken breast, not only do I use a meat thermometer, I had to go out and buy me another one. I got this from Walmart for $11. This is actually a commercial one that was on clearance. I think it was like the last one. But you can get a simple digital meat thermometer, instant read meat thermometer off Amazon, Walmart, Target for less than $15. So definitely go ahead and invest in this for your kitchen. Make sure that you insert it into the thick part of the chicken it's boneless. So make sure you put it into the thick part of the chicken, and you want to take it out just shy of done. So typically chicken should be around 165, 170-ish. I would say start at like 160. If you read it at 160, if it's over 175, it's overcooked. So you want to take it in or take it out of the oven, maybe a few degrees shy of done. Let it rest. And in the resting process, it will finish cooking. Okay. All right. So let's see who else is here. Grown Folk Talk says she hate deli meat too. Yeah, I'm just not a deli meat person. Derek Gaines is in the building. Thank you so much for joining, Derek. We appreciate you for being here. Miss Peach Love says green seasoning. If you haven't tried it, I advise you to watch the video and make it ASAP. Yes, please watch the video. Miss Peach Love, if you don't mind, if you can drop the link to my green seasoning recipe in the chat. That way y'all can go get that recipe and save it for later. Put it on your watch later list. Okay. Also, another thing that we made for our sandwich, because again, we're making a chicken chipotle or chipotle chicken club. This is gonna be an amazing sandwich, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. Like, if you haven't noticed already, I'm a little extra. I like to do things a little over the top. You know, I go all out. This is my way of pouring my creativity, my love, and everything into what I do. I cook, and so this is how I do it, right? One of the things that we're going to be using for our sandwich are pickled onions. Yes, pickled onions. And I made my own. It's super, super easy. So first, all you have to do is cut onions very, very thin. If you don't have a mandolin cutter or, you know, one of the mandolin little joints where you use it and you slide it across the blade, be very careful. But if you don't have one of those, just cut it as thin as you can with a knife. I went ahead and actually added the recipe to the description that I use for the pickled onions. It's super, super easy. The recipe actually called for water and apple cider vinegar, honey, and salt, as well as the onion. And then you put it in a mason jar. I only had distilled vinegar. So I used a half a cup of distilled vinegar, half a cup of water, honey, and salt. Y'all, let that boil, pour it over the onions. Boom, you got pickled onions. It's so good. You let it come to room temperature. And then once it comes to room temperature, you're ready to serve it. I have just been having it rest in the fridge to cool off. Oh, I've already tasted. It's going to be good, y'all. It is going to be good. So if you haven't pickled your own onions before, try it out. Try it out, especially for 4th of July or like Memorial Day coming up. So Memorial Day coming up, if you're going to have like hamburgers and things like that on the grill, go ahead and make you some pickled onions. It's so, so easy. And most of us, we keep vinegar in the household anyway. We usually have, if you don't have honey, you can still use sugar, but they recommend using more of a natural sweetener like honey or maple syrup as opposed to sugar. But you can use sugar, vinegar, water, salt, boom. You got some pickled onions. Oh, it's going to elevate your food. Okay. Yes, Derek, you need to make some. And we're not doing drunken chicken. I do have a cocktail today, but we're not doing drunken chicken today. No drunken chicken. Yes, the intervention is on the way. Derek be on one. He be on one. He be on one. Okay. So let's talk fitness and relationships. All right. So our chicken's in the oven. We have to wait for that to finish. We don't have much to cook here, so we have a lot to chat about, right? So again, just a reminder, it is Fitness Friday. So you guys can ask any questions regarding fitness, any of your fitness related questions, go ahead and throw them in the comments so that I can easily spot them, because I'll answer them as you ask. Either put like Q or question. All right, so before we get into the questions, I want to talk about relationships and fitness. So in the description, if you haven't read it, I put 3 different questions on there, and I'm going to answer those 3 different questions. So my first question when it comes that people should ask about or should consider maybe is, should you date while during your fitness journey? And when I say during your fitness journey, I mean you have like very specific goals that are requiring you to change your lifestyle, right? Most people, I think it's safe to say, most people live a very regular life. They go to work, they have a social life, all that kind of stuff. But the average American does not incorporate fitness regularly into their life. It's just something that they kind of go about when they want to lose a few pounds or they're going on a vacation. Like most people view fitness as like a means to an end, not a lifestyle. So let's say you have a very specific goal. Most of us, they would like to, yay! Okay, I have a few people in the chat. I'm going to address y'all in a minute. Most of us in America, we can stand to lose a few pounds, right? So we're just going to say for this example, let's say you have a few pounds you want to lose. You're trying to lose some weight. And you know, because of this, you really got to tackle into this fitness lifestyle. It's probably not the best time to date. I'm going to keep it real. Like if you have, and it's really not so much just fitness. This is really with anything. If you have a very specific goal that you're actively involved in, like, and you're knee deep in that goal is requiring you to make specific sacrifices in your life, make changes in your life, the things that you maybe have never done or haven't done in a very long time. That is not the time, in my opinion. I'm not an expert, but I'm just somebody who's been on a fitness journey for dang near her whole life. I would say no. Like my initial answer really is no. In reality, dating is kind of distracting. It can be. It can be distracting. It can take you away from your personal goals. It can be a situation where you make excuses. You're like, oh, well, I'll get to that here because I want to go here. I want to do there, or I want to go there, or hang out with this person. I met this chick, or I met this guy, and I really like him. And this is the only time. Like, you just start to kind of chip away at some of the habits that you form because you have this new person in your life, and it's exciting, and all sorts of kind of stuff. If you're not already like in that phase of, oh, we already here, we dating, and then like if you're not attached to somebody, if you and this person haven't known each other for an extended period of time, like it's really not the best time to kind of incorporate someone new in your life. It's really not. Like I said, it can be distracting. I really think that you should wait to date till the point of like, okay, this is no longer me trying to get into fitness. This is me just maintaining this fitness lifestyle. To be perfectly honest, y'all, this last time I really went hard with my weight loss, I didn't date. Like I was super single. I didn't even have nobody. You know, most women be like, oh, I'm single. I ain't got no boyfriend. I ain't got no man. But you be having somebody that you texting and you entertaining. I wasn't entertaining nobody. Like my sister can tell you, my friends can tell you, when I was like knee deep in losing this weight this last time, I wasn't texting nobody, I wasn't talking to nobody, I wasn't nothing. It was just me, my goals, and what I had to do day to day. That's it. That is it. Was it lonely? Hell yeah. Hell yes. There were times at night that I wish I had somebody to talk to and to be like, man, this man that I go, my trainer is kicking my butt, or, you know, whatever. It'd be nice to have that level of support. But because it wasn't a relationship I was already garnering beforehand, it really would have sabotaged me if I would have tried to like incorporate someone new in my life, also while trying to tackle this lifestyle called fitness. All right, let me go up because we have people that are here and I would like to. Yes, Craig Lamar is here. He says, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Come on, Malik. Ah! He says, hey, Terry. Hey, this is a good friend. Hello. Thank you so much for joining on Facebook, Malik. All right. Let's see. How often should I be doing ab work? I like to do ab work for, okay. I was just about to lie to y'all. I don't do a lot of core work, but when I program for my clients, um, my train of thought is you should do core every time you do upper body. So if you train in upper body 4 times a week, you can do core work 4 times a week. I only do core twice a week, or I'm sorry, upper body twice a week. So that's really when I should do it. Also, if you really feel like your core is relatively weak, you can increase that, but don't overdo it. And also, when it comes to a lot of core work, a lot of people want to add in heavy weights and things of that nature. You really can do just the basics. Working out your abs, doing ab exercises, it's not to flatten your stomach, y'all. It is really to build strength in your core, because most compound movements that you're doing, like bent over rows and squats and deadlifts and things of that nature, it requires a level of core strength that the average person really doesn't have once you start going heavy. So working that core is going to make sure that torso part of your body is strengthened, and that allows you to have better form, which allows you to lift better, which allows you to have better results. Hope that answered your question. Yes, Derek, you did spell my name right. Teri. I am Terry with one R and an I. Yeah, you should. I'm not sure. Alrighty. Y'all can support each other and hold each other accountable. True. I do believe that people who are together, they can hold each other accountable and support one another. I'm talking about new relationships. Like if you aren't already attached to somebody, no matter how casual that is, I don't think that it's smart to seek to date someone new while you're in the thick of it. Like if you, let's say that today is day one of me starting my fitness journey, but there's a guy that I've been kind of dating a little bit, but we ain't serious. It's been around for maybe a few weeks, a month or so. Like, I ain't about to drop him because I want to start losing weight. No, but there's going to be a conversation of what change looks like, because I am going into, a fitness journey. Let's see. Miss Peach Love, what does she have to say? Damn, so I've been single for 5 years now. I can't wait to have. You know what? I'm not going to deal with you. Not today. Miss Betty, thank you so much for joining. Thanks so much for being here. Eating good is a part of dating. It is. But I will say this. Actually, no, I'm going to get to that because I'm going to talk about dating while being in the fitness life. So I'm going to talk about that. So I'll wait. Let me start that so I can come back to that if I will make that point. All right. What does Malik say? I try to do ab work every time I work out because I love food and I like having a strong core. Yeah, bro. Look, let me tell you something. I do core with lower back work. Yes. Look, honestly, there's no wrong thing when it comes to core. When it comes to, if you want to do core every day, you can do it. Do you need to do core with weights? No, you don't. Especially the ladies. You don't want to have that CrossFit body where you just look like a stick upside down. So you don't necessarily need to do core exercises with weights. However, you should do core exercises at the least every time you work your upper body. And ladies, if you're not working upper body, we have to have another conversation. Who we got here? Real Bravado Network. I finally make it back. What's good? The good word, what's cooking? So today for our live, for those that are just joining who may not have been here at the very beginning, we are making Chipotle chicken clubs. I have some chicken that is roasting in the oven. It's a bone-in, skin-on chicken breast because we're going to be slicing that chicken for our sub. This is, for the ladies who got a man who want them to make a sandwich at 3 a.m., this is the sandwich that you need to make at 3 a.m. I'm not saying nobody should be asking for sandwiches at 3 a.m. I'm just responding to what the internet be asking. Every day on the internet, they always talking about, ladies, you getting up at 3 a.m. if your man asks you to make a sandwich. So ladies, if you're not sure what type of sandwich to make him, you can use this one. Okay. So we have our chicken breast roasting in the oven. That has been seasoned with, here, let me show y'all again. Oh, what happened to it? Oh, here we go. So we're using the Simple Truth organic cilantro lime marinade. We have a little bit of green seasoning. We have some Mrs. Dash Southwest Chipotle seasoning. That is salt free. And I also use a little bit of Tony's because we don't have a lot of sodium. That's our sodium source. Marinate a little bit. Now it's in the oven uncovered. We have it cooking. It's been in there for almost a little bit over 15 minutes. Alrighty. Miss Peach Love says, make sure you like the video on your way in. I see another question. How do I get these rolls off my back? Diet. So will back exercises help? Yes. Back exercises will help. Back exercises will help you create an illusion, especially for those of us like me who don't have a very tiny waist. Back exercises helps create the illusion of a taper or a hourglass. Even for the men, if you are lifting weights, you want to have that V taper. That, let me tell you, the bodybuilding men, they be having the V. They had a back. It start here and it comes down. So you want to do some lat pull downs. You want to do some bent over rows. You want to work your lower back. All of those things, upper back with your shoulders. Yes. However, to get rid of the fat rolls, you got to eat a very specific way to lose body fat. Okay. Don't let nobody tell you that you're going to lose fat by lifting weights. Not really. If your diet's not there. Will my twins shrink with weightlifting? By twins, I'm assuming you're meaning the mechanisms that God allowed women to have to feed our children, your breast. No, they won't shrink weightlifting. They could potentially shrink if you lose weight. And that's really if you have a lot of fatty tissue as opposed to breast tissue. That's two different things. So one of the reasons why some of us, like myself, who seem to, that's the first place you lose because you've probably acquired those breasts from gaining weight. So gaining body fat. It's not something that you already have. Like some women, they're naturally like they have big ones and most of their breast is full of breast tissue as opposed to fat. So boobs are breast tissue and fat. But if you naturally are busty, it is going to be way more tissue than fat. I will say that. How do I get my arms to stop flapping when I wave? One of the ways to help with the little arm fat down here is by working your triceps. Again, loose skin is attributed by age, body composition, body fat. If you were overweight and how you carry your weight, if you carry a lot of fat in your limbs, and depending on how long you carried that fat, that's going to determine if you're going to shrink up or not. Most people, once you get over 30 and you got a bunch of excess fat that you gained and just never lost, you will have some level of loose skin. I'm gonna keep it real. However, what we can do to reduce the visibility of that loose skin is working your triceps. So any tricep exercises with the ropes coming down, any tricep exercises. Any tricep exercise. Okay. So, you know what? Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. All right. So the next question we're going to address when it comes to relationships and fitness, then I'm going to make our aioli, because y'all know we're making a sandwich, so it's not going to be just regular mayonnaise. We're going to make a Chipotle aioli for the sandwich. Okay. So this second question is going to be a little bit more loaded. The second question is your partner being supportive, or are they sabotaging your journey? Because I know a lot of people who I've heard a lot of people, and I've had discussions with a lot of people talking about, you know, their boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, or husband who they don't feel is supporting them with their quest to have a healthier lifestyle. So for this aioli, we're using light mayonnaise. I've added in about 3 tablespoons full of light mayonnaise. I'm also going to grate in some garlic. So I got 1 large clove of garlic, and I'm using my microplane. I'm adding this into a small, like little mini chopper. We're going to be using some Chipotle peppers that are canned, and so they need to be chopped up. So that's how we'll mix up everything. This is going to be a good sandwich, y'all. I told y'all this sandwich is going to be delicious. I think I saw Derek Gaines says he would ask for a sandwich at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what? Anyway. All right. So 1 clove of garlic. And then we're also going to add in a little bit of lime juice. So I always like to roll the limes and the lemons. That kind of loosens it up. Get it ready to get as much juice as possible. I'm going to start with just the juice of half the lime. I haven't decided. I was thinking I might add a little bit of, I might have used all my honey for the, when I pickled. I think I used all my honey. We might add a little bit of sweetness if it's too spicy. So if it's too spicy, to counterbalance the spiciness, we can add in a little bit of monk fruit or brown sugar or honey if you have honey. I prefer honey, but I think I'm out. All right, let me get a fork. Let me show y'all. I have Chipotle peppers. You can buy this at any store. I actually got this at Walmart, actually. So they have it everywhere. Chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. So we're just going to do 1 because I do believe that the seeds and everything is in here. I'm not even going to put the sauce in there. Just the pepper because I don't want it super, super spicy because these are hot, y'all. So I just added everything into this little mini chopper. You can get one of these. These are great to have in your kitchen. Another great kitchen gadget. These are great to have. They're very, very cheap. You can get them at Walmart, Target for less than $20. Even on Amazon as well. Let this grind up. We're going to taste it just to make sure it's good. Oh, it's spicy, y'all. It's spicy. We're going to add this other lime juice. See, look. You got to taste to make sure it's good. So we'll add in a little bit more lime juice, or the other half of the lime juice. We'll also add in a little bit of monk fruit just to counterbalance the spice. It's good though. If you like spice, then hey, go ahead. But if you're like, I just want a little bit of the spice, they do have Chipotle peppers. They have them already diced. So you can get diced Chipotle peppers. Those ones will not have the seeds in them most likely, and they'll be less spicy. The seeds is where most of the spice is held. I see you, Chelsea. Thanks for being here. Chelsea, look, this is the sandwich. This is for the ladies who got men and want them to make a sandwich at 3 o'clock in the morning. This is the sandwich that you're going to make your man. He might become your husband after eating this sandwich, okay? Because y'all been telling me that men fall in love through their stomach. I ain't seen the proof of that yet. But hey. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. So right now, for those that are just joining, we're making our Chipotle aioli. We have some light mayonnaise in our little mini food processor. Light mayonnaise, lime juice, a little bit of monk fruit because these Chipotle peppers are spicy. And then we also have we have Chipotle peppers in a can with adobo sauce. I use 1 pepper, about 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. And I'm just blending to make sure all the peppers are nice and chopped up. All right, let me take this out. I'm going to show y'all. So because it's a club, y'all already know we eating bacon. Use turkey bacon, beef bacon, pork bacon, whatever kind of bacon you'd like to use. So this is our aioli. This looks good, right? All right. So we'll keep that. I'm going to put this in another container. And you can use this for the 3 a.m. sandwich and the 12 noon sandwich too, girl. You got enough of the aioli for a few sandwiches. Okay? All right. While we're making this sandwich, we've been talking about fitness and relationships. Our first question that we talked about was, should you start dating, I should say, while you're going through a fitness journey? And the abridged version of my answer was no. Dating is distracting. And while you're trying to start a new lifestyle for yourself, I don't think it is wise to start dating. Now, if you have someone that was already in your life before, hey, do your thing. However, if you are completely unattached, there's no reason for you to start dating while you're in the thick of achieving your goals or while you're trying to make this new fitness lifestyle something that's regular for you, if that makes sense. I hope y'all get what I'm trying to say. All right, let's go in the comments. Chelsea's here, Mona's here, Craig is here. Smash the like button, everybody. 3 a.m. love. Would I get up at 3 a.m. to fix a sandwich? Absolutely. Because if you at my house at 3 a.m., you deserve a sandwich. Let's just say it like that. All right. Is my partner supporting or sabotaging my fitness journey? So let me first just say this. Uh-oh, our chicken is ready. Let's take the chicken out. See? Let's check on the chicken. So remember, we're roasting our own chicken for our chicken club. Ooh. Okay, girl. Okay. So this is the chicken. I have my instant red thermometer here. So I'm going to check the temperature to see where we are. So I want the temperature to say about 160-ish. Because I want to take it out before it's completely done. Chicken should be about 165. I'm going to double check that. So no, this is at like 127. So we're going to put it back in the oven, let it finish cooking, put it back in there for about another 10 minutes or so. Let that finish cooking. But this, look, this is the sandwich that we make in Bay, okay? Because this Bay has been a part of our lives for a while. So Bay is not interrupting our fitness journey. Bay is supportive. So Bay deserves this chicken sandwich, okay? I see somebody just joined the chat. Let me stop the presses. Let me stop the presses. Who do we got here? Maggie, the substitute teacher supporting the home cook, looks good. Thank you so much for joining, Maggie. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks for all the support, and shout out to Maggie. Y'all, our favorite dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free home cook is blowing up on YouTube. Okay, y'all? I was being nosy on Maggie's channel in the middle of the night last night when I couldn't sleep. And I was just like, look at Maggie go. Maggie has a reel that has over 2 million views, y'all. That's why our girl got 30,000+ subscribers right now. So shout out to you, Maggie. All right. I love Maggie's voice. Y'all, I love her voice. One day in another life, I'm going to sound like Maggie. I have my moments. I can be soothing. But it's just a part of Maggie's personality. Like, it just all flows. New relationships can be distracting when trying to achieve any goals. Yes, it is. It can be. Not a bad thing. I'm not saying run away from, because look, my mom ain't raised no fool. So if a man came in my life that was worth being in my life while I'm going through my journey, I ain't about to be like, okay, sir, you're going to have to wait till I lose another. No, bro, come on here. However, hopefully, and I'll talk about this, hopefully you explain to this person what your goals are, what's going on in your life, and hopefully y'all mix well. All right. So is your partner sabotaging or supporting your journey? I will say this. If you, hold on one second, y'all. Our oven got turned off. All right. Let me make sure. Okay. I turned the oven off by mistake. So if you feel like your partner is not supporting your journey, it could be one of two things that's going on. So the first thing could be, this might sound mean, but I'm just going to keep it real, y'all. So if you have a partner that you feel like is not supporting your journey, your fitness journey, it really could be that your partner has seen you attempt this fitness journey multiple times, and they have seen you start and stop multiple times. So it really could be a situation where they just don't really take you seriously because you have stopped and started so many times. And I know that's a loaded statement, and there's so many factors that go into that, but just take that into consideration, because think about it like this. If you got a girlfriend or you got a guy friend, for the fellas, you got a friend, a close friend, who is constantly coming to you complaining about they significant other, their husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the situation is. They're constantly complaining about it. They asking you advice, what they should do. You're constantly telling them all these things, giving them advice, or you feel like every time you see them, they're always complaining about the same thing. After a while, you get tired of hearing this conversation, right? You don't want to hear the same thing. So you start to block it out because it's just like, you're not serious. And depending on your relationship, you might even be like, look, hey dog, or look, sis, I don't want to hear it. Stop talking about it. Your partner kind of feels the same way when you've been starting and stopping for dang near your whole relationship. As soon as things get hard, you stop and you give up. And so again, they're not taking you seriously because you aren't taking yourself seriously. So that's number one. And then number two, it could be that they really just don't respect you or your goals. No matter what the situation is, it's probably time to have a conversation. I should just pause. Oh my God. Let me pause because we have a notification. Maggie, the substitute teacher, with a $15 Cash App, supporting your journey. Thank you so much, Maggie. Y'all know I love Maggie. Thank you, Maggie. I appreciate you so much. You're an inspiration to me a lady who just likes to cook and share on Instagram. So I appreciate you so much, and I am enjoying your journey, your YouTube journey, because you are showing us that not only can you cook and be successful on YouTube, but you don't have to be with the mess either. So I appreciate you. All right, let's go back to the comments, see what y'all got to say. Yes, Maggie is going up there. Maggie is exploding. All right, let's see what Chelsea Liveline says. I usually lose weight when in relationships, but I gained 20 pounds when me and my ex started dating, eating fast food all the time. I began to pick up his habits because he always ate out. This is one of the reasons why I say if you're new to dating, you shouldn't start a new relationship. However, the second point that I made, and it doesn't, when I say your partner doesn't respect you or your goals, I'm not meaning like they hate you or anything like that. It might be a little of they don't take it seriously, or they just don't care because they're not on that path as well. And so either way it goes, I think it's important to have a conversation. If you are partnered, married, or whatever, in a committed relationship, I think it's very important for you and your partner to talk about like what it is you're trying to accomplish. Because, it's one thing to like really, if you want the support of someone, I think it's important for you to explain what it is you're doing and why you're doing it so that they can understand that like this is not a joke. This is not something that you're just doing off the fly. This is something serious. This is a real goal. If you want to go to school, you're going to have a conversation. You're going to talk about the steps to take to go to school. If you want a new job, same thing. Everything in life, we have to take certain steps to make that goal. The same thing applies in fitness. So if you want, we got another Cash App notification. Chelsea. Oh, thank you, Chelsea Liveline. She sends $10. She says for the delicious recipes and entertaining topics. Thank you so much, Chelsea. And while I was reading hers, we got another one. Mr. Derek Gaines, he sends $5, just showing some love. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look, I just be excited that people come up. Like Maggie says, y'all just keep coming back. So I'm excited that y'all keep coming back. But the fact that you're pouring into me, into my channel, and wanting to see me grow and showing the support that way monetarily, that's extra special. So thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all. Cheers. All right. Let me bring my other camera back up because we are going to make some bacon. I know I'm going to get talked about because once again, I have pork bacon. Okay, y'all. Fry's has terrible turkey bacon. It's so disgusting. So because it's so nasty, I can't buy it. So I bought peppered bacon. I think this is great for the club. I haven't seen any peppered turkey bacon. If I can find peppered turkey bacon somewhere, I swear I will buy it. But I think this will be a nice little touch. And it's thicker too. It's thicker. So while our pan is heating up, I'm going to take our chicken out again. Oh, y'all, it look good. Oh, yes. Yes. Ah. Y'all, this chicken looks bomb. Let me show you. Oh, wait. You might want to turn the camera on, Terry. Here we go. Look at that chicken. Look at that crust and that color. Y'all know when you get that nice, beautiful brown, golden brown color, you already know what that means. Let me put my thermometer in here. Oh yeah, this we good to go. No, we ain't. Oh wait, did I put it in too heavy? Too far? It can stand to be in there for a few more minutes. I'll take it out when I'm done with the bacon. All right, so our bacon, we're gonna put our bacon in the cast iron skillet. We're also gonna toast our bread. So I got this out of actually the protein or the meat case from behind the counter. So I only got 4 pieces. If you have like a meat counter where they have bacon and things like that, I highly recommend. If you eat pork bacon, y'all, that bacon is so good. Peppered bacon elevates your sandwiches, your hamburgers, anything like that. Any way to add additional flavor, I'm here for it. Okay. So we're going to let that cook on both sides. Y'all know I don't like super, super crispy bacon. Oh, turn that down. Maggie is a real one. Let's see. He made me get rid of my personal trainer, a guy, and didn't want me going to the gym. Shaking my head. Okay. So you bring up. All right. All right. So the whole personal trainer, guy personal trainer while you're dating. So this is twofold. I personally prefer male trainers. However, if I'm dating somebody and they really have a problem with my trainer, if they have a problem with my trainer, there's probably a reason why they have a problem with my trainer. But that beside the point. If I'm dating somebody and I'm not really, it's twofold. I don't want to say I will just drop my trainer just because my boyfriend, husband, or whoever has a problem with the trainer. But at the same time, I would hear him out to see why he has a problem with the trainer. At the very least, I'm going to hear him out. See, you know what? Our thing is acting crazy. Okay. Let me make sure this. All right, guys. So I don't know about the whole breaking up with your trainer thing. Let me know what y'all think. Yes, my sister sent me a text. Yes, I did get your text. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. I'm wondering, it's 3 a.m. for a glass of Remy with the sandwich. Hey, what did they say on Coming to America? Whatever you like. Whatever you like. He said he just paid for his sandwich. Yes, you did. Oh, we have Team Peterson in the building. Thank you so much for joining. We are making Chipotle chicken club sandwiches. We got our bacon, peppered bacon cooking up here. We're going to use this same pan to toast our bread. We're using sourdough bread today for our sandwiches. Not no regular white bread. Sourdough bread has a little bit more nutritional value than just some regular white sandwich bread. So make sure you elevate your bread. They even have like the sourdough rolls that you can cut in the middle, like the Kaiser shaped rolls. I seen one that had like poppy seeds and other grains in it. I was going to buy that, but I really don't like bread that's too thick. So I kept it cute, but use whatever bread you like. But like I said, we're trying to do a little elevated version. So we're using sourdough today. I would also say maybe even try gluten-free bread if you're one of those people where you feel like bread bloats you or is tough on your digestive system. Try out different types of breads to see what's best for you. And thank you so much, Team Peterson, for showing support from MIA. Celeste is in the building. We're talking about dating and fitness. Dating while on a fitness journey. And right now we're talking about if your partner is supporting or sabotaging your fitness journey. And the first two things I wanted folks to consider is like what they might be viewing as sabotage could really just be your partner is used to you going on a fitness journey, not really making much progress and quitting. So one, they could not be, supporting you, or what you deem as sabotage could be something where they're not taking you seriously because you maybe have not taken yourself seriously. And then also it really could be like they on some sabotage type stuff. And then also another thing I would want you to consider is your partner, married, or your husband, wife, whoever your partner is. It really could be a situation where they're just not where you are. They aren't where you are in your journey. And guess what, y'all? That's okay. Like, we're not all going to be doing the same things at the same time. I would say, one, you should have a level of patience. You have to remember where you are. I say this all the time. Fitness is mental. It's mostly mental. And it takes a lot, especially if you have a huge goal you're embarking on. It takes a lot to get yourself in that place to where you're ready to make that lifestyle change. But you have to have a level of grace for your partner if they're not there yet, because remember when you weren't there yet. So be patient with them. Be patient. Don't view them as just living their life as sabotage, because it's really just they're not there yet. And that's okay. But because of that, you might also have to have some boundaries. You might need to implement some things. There are some times where you're going to have to say, no, I'm not doing this because that's not conducive to my new lifestyle. Y'all just going to have to figure out what it's going to look like for y'all. It's going to be some tough conversations. And then also, I would say really invite them. This thing is acting crazy today. Invite them and encourage them to join in, but never criticize them. I'm a huge stickler on not criticizing people for being where you are in your journey. I think it's really silly to think that like shame and like making fun of people is going to make them lose weight or is going to make them live a healthier lifestyle. It's really not. Guess what? Everybody who's overweight, whether you realize it or not, they already know they overweight. They wake up in that body every single day. They don't need you to tell them that they're overweight. They already know that. So constantly reminding them of that ain't gonna get you nowhere. All right. I just need this bacon to cook a little bit more. I did take my chicken out. So we roasted some chicken for our chicken Chipotle or Chipotle chicken club. We've roasted chicken. We've made a Chipotle aioli for our chicken club. What else have we done? I'm going to go ahead and slice up some tomatoes. Instead of lettuce, I am going to use arugula, baby arugula, and I'm going to also slice up a little bit of cilantro. I'm just going to make a few thin slices of tomatoes. I don't really like those thick tomatoes on my sandwiches. Y'all know every time I go to Wendy's, I haven't been to Wendy's in ages, but I remember going to Wendy's, getting their burgers, and they would have like a 5-inch thick piece of lettuce or of tomato. For what? Who eating thick tomatoes like that? So I like mine thin. So we got a few slices of tomato. If you like, you can add in some avocado. I'm going to add in a few slices of avocado, but I'm going to wait to cut that to when we're building our sandwich. But I will go ahead and chop up some cilantro that I'm going to mix in with the arugula. Also, if you join late, another thing that we made, I made this off camera, pickled onions for our sandwich. Again, this is a nice little elevated version of a sandwich that you're going to make, bae, that you tackling them goals with at 3 a.m. All jokes. Unless you really are going to make your bae a sandwich, then more power to you. All right, let's see what Chelsea's saying, because Chelsea's giving us the tea, okay? She says, Yes, he said he would break up with me. Wow. If I didn't get rid of my trainer, even though my trainer was married and told me to tell my boyfriend at the time to come up to the gym and meet him. Okay, shout out to your trainer, because I will say this: male trainers know that, one, it is a whole thing for male trainers to be a creep. I'm not about to sit here and act like that is not a thing. I personally know male trainers who sleep with their clients, and they literally train a bunch of women to be able to sleep with all of their clients. Like, y'all, it is a thing. It is a thing. So it's not unreasonable for a man to be like, I don't know, because a lot of male trainers are creeps. However, if your trainer, of course, he knows of that stereotype, and if he's inviting your boyfriend or your husband or whoever to come up to the gym, meet with him, even have a workout so he can feel comfortable and realize, like, dude, I'm really just out here doing my job. I'm not trying to, then I respect that. But, and I will hope that your significant other, boyfriend, whoever you're partner with, understands that. But I don't know, y'all. Let's see what else Chelsea says. Even after I got rid of my trainer, he still had problems with any men looking at me in public. He would get so mad and act like he wanted to fight them. So, oh yeah, he was insecure. Sounds like homeboy was insecure. It ain't had nothing to do with the trainer. That's another live. That's another live. I never eat pork. But this bacon, look, this is the most pork I've eaten in a while. Male anything is a no-go. Men only want to smash male friends, trainers, orbiters, or work husbands. Oh, Team Pearson said no. Sometimes your maid prefers your, I don't know. Oh, sometimes your man prefers you larger. Look. That is a thing I have seen. I will say this. Yes, Celeste, we do an elevated. I will say this. I've encountered women both as clients and as friends and just people I've seen at the gym. One of the reasons why they were struggling with their weight loss goal was because their partner wasn't here for them losing weight. I really can't speak on the reason why their partner wasn't here for them losing weight, but hey, oh wait, you know what? Let me get some paper towels because this is greasy. I can't say that their partner preferred them larger because they didn't think that anyone else would want them. However, I can't say that that is not a thing. I have seen it. There can be situations where your partner don't want you on this fitness journey because they know that here they go. And it could be male or female. Could be like, I don't want you losing weight, or I don't want you getting fit because not everybody else gonna want you. If you insecure, just say that, okay? If you're insecure, just say that. So that might be a conversation you need to have, and you have to make your decisions accordingly. But for the most part, I would say that with anything, communication is necessary. Fitness is very personal, okay? It's very personal, and in real life, it's life or death. Like, we don't want to be, especially because none of us are getting younger, so we don't want to be in a situation where we're constantly having bad habits, we're not changing our lives, we're not improving our lives, our fitness, our health lives. So you got to have fitness incorporated in your life any type of way, and any partner who doesn't respect that, it's a problem. So I would say have a conversation, figure out how it's going to work, and go from there. But I ain't trying to break up no happy home, so I ain't telling you what to do. I'm just saying. I couldn't imagine a partner having an issue with you wanting to be healthier, unless it's something deeper there. All right, so we have our chopped up cilantro. Let me bring out our chicken. Let me show y'all our chicken, because it's almost time to build this sandwich. Any questions? If you have any fitness related questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I will answer them. I have one last thing I want to discuss in terms of relationships and fitness, and then it'll all be open to you all. Let's recap what we've done so far for this sandwich. Oh, Team Peterson says, it's not insecure. We just know, man, we can get fit. We just don't want to jeopardize a relationship. So no, I understand what you're saying. I'm talking about like if someone is, I think what Karen was referring to, well, what I was referring to. Karen said sometimes your man might prefer you larger. I was referring to the fact of if you are actively on a fitness journey and your partner is like actively sabotaging you, like, you know, constantly offering you, bringing home like foods that are not going to help you reach your goals, making fun of you because you're going to the gym or talking down on you, those types of things. When I say sabotage, I really mean someone who is doing the opposite of supporting you. There has to be some level of insecurity there. No one, male or female, should be against their partner, their man, their woman, whoever, should be against that person getting healthy. Health is life or death, right? We want to be healthy. We want to be able to live our best lives. We want to be able to live our purpose and all those good things, right? We can't do that unhealthy. So I would question anyone who has a problem with you getting healthy. Now, if they have problems with the methods of you getting healthy, that's a different story. And maybe y'all can work through what that looks like for the betterment of your relationship to make sure that y'all relationship is solid. And you definitely don't want to jeopardize your relationship. However, it should never be a situation where a man or a woman is telling you you don't need to get fit. What? Like, that sounds crazy. Come on now. All right. So to recap what we have here for our sandwich, first things first, we have our chicken that we've roasted. Chicken should be done. It better be done. It looks absolutely delicious. If y'all didn't see it earlier, here's our chicken breast, skin on, bone in chicken breast that we've marinated with a little cilantro lime marinade. Got some green seasoning up in here. Got some Chipotle, Southwest Chipotle seasoning. Okay, this is done. All right, cool. I'm gonna let this sit over here. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. I got my kitchen hands going, y'all. Got me picking up hot stuff. Okay, so for our bread, we're going to use sourdough bread. I bought Chompies from Fry's or Kroger. Use any type of bread. I decided to use sourdough. It'll be a little bit better digestive-wise for me. Use whatever bread that you would like. Again, I wanted to do a little bit more of an elevated version of a sandwich, so we're not using regular white bread for our 3 a.m. snack. All righty. I am going to take a little bit of this oil out of here. This is a lot of oil. We're going to toast our bread, but I don't want to have this much oil. Less oil, because we're always thinking about ways to make things healthier. It can be tasty, but it doesn't have to have all the extra calories and things of that nature unnecessarily. All right. Okay. So Derek has something. He says, I don't have a problem with her getting or being healthy, just don't lose the thickness. It's so easy to not do that. That's not even a thing. The problem is, the reason why you see a lot of women and men, but more so women, we pay attention to it more with women. A lot of women who tend to like lose weight and they just seem to have lost their curves is because the way they were eating. All right. So I'm just going to put the bread face down. They weren't eating in a way to preserve the body, lean muscle tissue on their bodies. Okay. So you want to lift and you want to do cardio. You don't want to just do cardio because at that point, that's when we're going to lose your curves. Okay. So let's just keep it cute. Keep it cute with the cardio and the weights. Cardio and weights will always make sure that we're maintaining our feminine figures. It is hot again in this house. Let me turn down the air again. Thank y'all so much for being here. Shout out to all of the Cash App gang people. What am I trying to do? Turn the temperature down. All right. Ooh, baby. I'm going to flip it. Goodness, it is so hot. Oh, you know what? Because of the dang on oven. I forgot the oven was on today. Just that quick. Nice little toasty bread. Nothing too crazy. I'm just spraying some butter flavor, non-cooking or non-stick spray just to toast the other side. Get a nice little light toast. True, very true. But I know a few that really only date plus size women. Hey, I've been there. I've dated a dude who, yeah, I'm good. Talking about, oh, you getting too small. And first of all, you ain't my man. So your opinion doesn't matter here. And two, look, there's no need for me to be 300 pounds. Okay, sir. So get out of here. You're outrageous. But yeah, that could be a thing. And I find that some women, they struggle because that is a thing for them. All right, y'all. There's our bread. Nice little toasty bread. All right. Now let's go ahead and put up this sandwich. Build this sandwich. Betty has a comment. Just my opinion. This is your personal journey. Your partner can either share in your journey or not. Their choice, but it should not affect your travels in life. You can only invite them to share your journey, but not to change your life for their beliefs or insecurities. Yes, there we go. That's good advice. And I agree. It is your journey. I do think, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're partnered, I do think that, of course, there's a level of sharing that is ideal. You want your partner to be healthy as well. You want your partner, it's nice to be able to have someone who's going through the journey with you. But I think that sometimes we put too much emphasis on that and it causes unnecessary rifts. I think if you are either the person who's going through a journey or you have someone who you're partnered with, they're going through a journey, let them do them. Let them do them. Like, I don't need people. You shouldn't try to sabotage someone, and you also shouldn't try to change someone and make them be who you are now. Like I said before, remember what it was like when you were struggling to get started with your journey. Have that same level of grace that you wanted people to have for you. Have that for your partner. All right. So now let's cut up our chicken. Here, let me move that. We're just going to slice it. Going to have a few slices. Get this cilantro off of here. Ooh, this is going to be good. So you can slice your meat however you like. Oh my God, y'all. And it's so juicy. Ah! Okay. This is a sandwich and it ain't even made yet. Just the fact that we got this chicken breast, this freshly roasted. It is hot. My fingers are burning, but hey, this is for Bay at 3:00 in the morning. Girl, am I really about to be up? I couldn't imagine being up roasting no dang on chicken at 3:00 in the morning. Like, really? You couldn't ask for this at 10? 3? Maybe he get off work at 2. Maybe that's what it is. If he's a hard working man, maybe. But if you just laid up in the house all day, you ain't my man. Okay. All right. So we have a few pieces of chicken. Alrighty. That we're going to use for our sandwich. Use as much or as little. But I like a little hearty. Okay? A little hearty sandwich. So let's go get our bread back. So we're going to first start with our aioli. We made this with mayonnaise. I use light mayonnaise, chipotle peppers that came in a little can with adobo sauce. I used a little lime juice, and I added a little bit of monk fruit, which is like a sugar substitute, to kind of tone down some of the spice. So it really just depends on what you like. I typically only dress one side of the bread. You can do both, but I'm going to do one side because one side is going to be our chipotle aioli, and then the other side, I'm going to put a little avocado. This is optional. If you don't like avocado, you don't have to have it. But if you do like avocado, oh, all right. If you do like avocado, I highly recommend that you go ahead and add some. So I'm just going to scoop out just a little bit. Make sure your avocado is ripe so that it's soft enough to just scoop out. And I'm just going to smash it in here a little bit. Or you can slice it up. It's your pleasure. This is your sandwich for your bae. So whatever he or she likes. I'm speaking to the ladies. So whatever he likes. So one side we have our chipotle aioli. The other side I have some smashed avocado. To be a little extra, am going to put a little bit of the Chipotle Southwest Mrs. Dash seasoning on the avocado side. Just to season it up just a tad. And you can add in a little salt too. I know some people don't like avocado. And honestly, one of the reasons why some people have issues with avocado is because they have it unseasoned. Once you season it up, it has a pretty good taste. However, if you're one of those texture people, then maybe not. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and add on our chicken. Add that on the aioli side because we want that aioli touching that protein. I got a piece of this skin, so it is definitely about to go right here. Here, let me cut this a little bit thinner. So arrange it nicely because we will be cutting this. You can see the middle, so definitely want it nicely. So if you eat cheese, if you don't eat cheese, you can skip the cheese. I eat cheese, y'all. I'm going to be using pepper jack cheese today. Y'all see I'm going with a theme here. Okay. A theme. Use whatever cheese you like. Colby Jack would be good. I'm actually going to cut my cheese like in a diagonal. Like you get at Subway, how they have like the little cheese diagonals. And I'll just put it on there like so. So it fits nicely. If you like, you can go ahead and melt the cheese on top of the chicken. You can either put it back in here in the skillet. You can put it in the air fryer. If you have one of those little torches, you can melt the cheese that way, put it in the microwave. I'm just going to leave it like so. I'm not going to fool too much with it. But I am going to put a few pieces of bacon on here. We're using pepper bacon. If you don't eat pork, you can use turkey bacon, whatever type of bacon you like. Turkey bacon, vegan bacon. I have a vegan friend. She says vegan bacon is good. I've never had it, so I can't tell y'all. All righty. So now instead of lettuce, I'm going to be using arugula. So I'm going to put a little bit of arugula on here. On top. This is going to be so good. Ooh, I'm ready. I'm going to sprinkle a little cilantro. Put some on this side too, on this avocado. just a little bit. A little avocado or a little cilantro, a little arugula. We're also going to add our pickled onions that we made ourselves. Again, elevated sandwich, okay? It's not your regular smegular. Look at there. Here, let me turn on this other camera so y'all can see. This is what my pickled onions look like. You know what? StreamYard, what is your problem? You don't like me. Here we go. So this is our pickled onions, y'all. I made these today. So we're going to add a few of these on the sandwich. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, I forgot the tomatoes almost, y'all. Oh, I like onions. So I'm going to have a few. And I'm going to add a few tomato slices. And then we'll top our sandwich. There we go. That is a sandwich. Hold on. I'm going to cut it, but I just want to show y'all this sandwich first. Isn't that nice? This is a sandwich, okay? All right. Let's get some of this out the way. Let me know if you have any questions that you would like answered, any fitness questions. Remember, this is Fitness Friday, where I answer your questions. Get some of this mess out the way. We're going to cut our sandwich, and then y'all already know what's about to happen. I'm going to taste. Taste test time. All right, let me wash my hands, y'all. Okay. All right. This sandwich is everything. I love doing stuff like this. It allows me to be creative. I've been seeing sandwiches on Instagram, and oh, Lord Jesus. I have been wanting some of these sandwiches. A lot of them are not the healthiest, y'all. There's this steak sandwich I saw, and I'm like, oh, it had like caramelized onions, and I might have to make it and I'll make it on camera. If I decided to make it, that will be one of the dishes that we'll make on live. If y'all think I should make this steak with caramelized onion sandwich, let me know in the comments. All right. Let me cut our sandwich. I see Chelsea has a question. I'm going to answer your question, Chelsea. How should I cut it? How should I cut it? Cross? Do we want cross or do we want down the middle? Derek, how would you like me to cut the sandwich? He said he paid for his sandwich. Would you like the sandwich cut down the middle or cross? Yes, everybody's saying make the steak sandwich. Okay. I can do that. I can do that. All right. Mona D is saying cut it across. All right. I'm not seeing Derek. Is he still in the chat? He says, Derek is funny. Derek said this earlier. Okay, I'm going to cut it across. Make sure your knife is sharp, y'all. I showed y'all that one time how we sharpen our knives. Ladies, ladies, ladies. You know, we want to make our men that make us so happy. We want to make them some good food. We got to make sure we have good stuff in that kitchen, okay? Oh, baby girl. Here. Because what is she doing? She trying to be fancy. She is trying to be fancy. Hold, let me hurry up. Hold on. Let me put this down real fast. Look, I'm like eating part of I don't want the sandwich to fall apart, y'all. because this sandwich is hearty. Okay. Let me take this down. Let me take this down. Here we go. All right. Darn it, StreamYard. Our sandwich is done. Here we have it. Our Chipotle chicken club. Okay. Kind of trying to fall apart, but I'm going to fix that. Here. I'm just going to let it sit to the side like so. So y'all can see. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, yes. Here is our Chipotle chicken club. Made here from scratch. All right. Where's my phone? Let's do a picture. Let's do a picture. Look, I'm trying to get it to sit up. I am not letting this fall apart. So I'll do this picture and a video, and then I will taste test for y'all because we put a lot of love into this 3 a.m. sandwich. We put a whole lot of love into this sandwich. It is so hot in this house. The air is not coming on. Okay. All righty. We'll have our picture. Oh, this is delicious looking. This is nice. Nice. We got roasted chicken breast with a Chipotle aioli. We got sourdough bread, pickled onions, tomato, arugula, peppered bacon. Yes, this looks absolutely delicious. All right. Okay. Let's see. Everyone's saying I should make the sandwich. So I will make the steak sandwich with onions. Oh yeah, y'all. I'll never forget to take a pic. You ain't gotta worry about that. One thing Terry is gonna do is take this camera out and take a picture. Okay. All right, y'all. It's time to taste what this sandwich looks like. I already know it's gonna be a little messy. Most sandwiches are, but it's fine. Oh, Lord. One last look. Look at there. Avocado, tomato, cilantro. Mmm. 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 Mm-mm-mm. Look. Listen. Listen, okay? Y'all, I don't even with sandwiches, okay? I don't even like sandwiches like that. Let me go back. Let me go back. Look. If somebody asks you for a sandwich, this is what you make them. Don't come out with them little bags, the deli bags. We're not doing deli meat. We doing roasted chicken, okay? We doing steak. How I'm gonna make the next time. Y'all. And then the cilantro. Oh, child. This sandwich was good. This sandwich was amazing. That Chipotle aioli took it to a whole nother level. Okay? Here, let me show y'all again what the sandwich looks like. The other half. You see there? Layers. I highly, highly recommend using the avocado if you aren't, a huge fan of avocado, you can do it how I did and just kind of smash it on the other side of the bread. It really dresses the sandwich. It gives it a nice flavor. We did go ahead and put more of the Mrs. Dash Southwest Chipotle on here, all of that. Y'all, this sandwich is bomb. If you don't want to make your own chicken, you can go ahead and use rotisserie chicken. So I would highly recommend doing that. But look, Team Peterson said it, and I agree. Learn to cook. This is the thing. Outside of because we are talking about dating and fitness and all that kind of stuff, I think it's if you plan on having a family, I think it's very important to know how to feed your family. My friend and I talk a lot about stuff like this, about women feeding their kids and cooking and all that kind of stuff. I know there's a lot of talk about I'm not cooking for this person. I ain't doing this. I don't cook. I don't clean. But let me tell you, I got this ring. No, don't be that girl. Because at the end of the day, one, cooking is a life skill. Literally everyone should know how to cook. Male, female, young, old, big, little, straight, gay. It don't matter. Everybody should know how to cook. We all need to eat to survive. So at the very basic, you should know how to cook. I'm speaking to the ladies because I'm a lady. If you're a woman, especially if you're a woman who plans on or has a family, it behooves you to know how to properly nourish your family. Period. Food, our relationship with food, our views on healthy, it all starts at home. So I say cook for health. Cooking for health means using whole ingredients. Y'all saw everything that we use. Even though it's a sandwich, we use the wholest ingredient, the most whole ingredients we could find, the best quality ingredients we can afford. We, instead of taking things out of boxes and jars all the time, cook. Put some love into your food and you be surprised what you might get back. Okay. So that is my little rant about cooking. I think it's silly. I think it's very silly to talk about you ain't cooking. That's crazy. I'm licking the screen. Girl, make sure, Chelsea said it, make sure you try this out, y'all. Pumpernickel bread would be actually really delicious, Derek. I love pumpernickel bread. I think you can buy the bread that they sell at Cheesecake Factory in the store too. Not saying you got to buy that, but that bread's so good. Put a little honey butter on it. I better wake up with a ring on my finger sandwich. Low key, Low key it is. All right, y'all. If y'all have any other questions, I'll answer them. If not, thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for spending your Friday with me, talking a little bit about, relationships and dating. Oh, Chelsea has a question. Let's see. Let me scroll up. Sorry, I forgot. Or I skipped it. Derek talking about he gonna move. I'm scrolling up and singing. That's not gonna be a single for long sound. Hold on, just Lord Jesus. I'm trying to find your question, Chelsea, if you don't mind. Oh, here we go. I found it. What's some of your favorite healthy snacks to eat? So, if I'm eating, I really don't eat a lot of snacks, I'll be honest. However, I love to eat. So I have a sweet tooth. I've developed a sweet tooth since I've been on my healthy journey. I used to drink a lot of juice, and because I drink juice, I didn't eat a lot of sweets. Well, now that's reversed. I don't drink juice anymore a lot at all, but I love sweets. So in order for me to fulfill my sweet tooth, that's what I use for snacks. So I'll eat fruit. Especially in the summertime, I love fruit. I love buying grapes, mango, any type of fruit really, strawberries. I'll do like a frozen little sweet treat. I actually put something on my community tab where I just blended up some frozen fruit, a little lemon juice, and frozen fruit, lemon juice, and I want to say I used a little bit of monk fruit sweetener. Girl, it was like eating. It was like ice cream. It was really like a sorbet. So I'll do that. If I want like a high protein snack, I'll just I'm known to like just eat up some shrimp, or if I'm on the go, I'll have like a protein bar because I do like to incorporate as much protein as possible. So I prefer my snacks to have protein in them. So that's why I mentioned the fruit, because I'll make a protein shake if I really, really need something. I didn't add protein to that little frozen treat, but you could use a protein powder in that. So what? High protein snacks, anything high protein, really. Protein bars. They have different little snacks. The only thing I would say about buying protein bars is just check the nutrition facts. Make sure that it doesn't have a lot of junk in it, because a lot of them do. If there's too many ingredients that you can't pronounce, don't buy it. I'll eat popcorn as well. I love popcorn. Things like that. I don't overcomplicate it. And let me tell you something. If I want a cookie, guess what? I'm gonna eat a cookie and move on. Right now, I've been eating a little bit too many cookies, though. I'll admit that. But all right. Let's see. Anything else? What does Mr. Peterson say? That's cap. I can cook because my grandmother told me most women don't know how to. They're rare around the kitchen. Now, look, I come from a family that cooks. Everyone cooks. Even my grandfather cooked. Even though my grandmother cooked, was the main one who cooked all the time. My grandfather and grandmother, let me preface this by saying that's the married couple I grew up witnessing. And so my grandmother cooked majority of the time. However, either when she didn't feel like cooking, she didn't cook. My grandfather would cook, but my grandfather was from the South. He liked a lot of old country food. So, all right. All right. With this sandwich, I will say, Chelsea, I was going to add fruit to it, but I just couldn't figure out what fruit I wanted. So that's why I didn't add fruit to it. But if I was to add something with the sandwich, I would add fruit. But to be perfectly honest, there's so much going on with this sandwich, you really don't need anything else. It's actually going to fill you up. I like Skinny Pop too. That's really good. So thank y'all so much for joining. We have almost hit the 1,000 watch hour mark. I'll keep y'all updated on my community tab. I'm sure once everything updates, because it takes about 48 hours to update. I'm sure once the numbers update, I'll be over 1,000. So I'll let y'all know as soon as we hit that. I will be back here on Sunday for brunch. If you have any questions, fitness related or not, feel free to reach out. You can either hit me up on my website, www.mysexyandstrong.com. You can send me an email, Terry, Teri, at mysexyandstrong.com. Or you can holla at me on Instagram, mysexyandstrong. Again, thank y'all so much for joining. Thank everybody who sent the Cash App. Appreciate y'all. I will see y'all on Sunday. Hope you enjoyed. See y'all.